Hey, do you like 2 dimensions? Yeah, I love 2 dimensions. Look, I got a copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. Alright, sweet. Now look back at the shelf where the NES game was. Ha! Back in the 90s, 2-dimensional games were at their peak. We already had classics like Super Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. After all that, the only question at that point was, where to next? That's right, the destination was the 3rd dimension, the good old Z-axis. The year was 1996, and the N64 had just come out, along with this abomination. What even is this? Nintendo had been looking for a way to use their new dynamic camera system with 360 analog control. And who better to use than Mario? The original idea for Super Mario 64 was to create a bunch of traditional Mario levels like ones you'd see in a 2D Mario, with a flagpole to signify the end. It would essentially just be a 2D Mario in a 3D space. They may have gone a different direction, but don't worry, that idea did not go to waste. But the team working on Mario 64 decided to change it because after running some tests, the developers realized that simply just running around and exploring a 3-dimensional environment was so much fun. So the team scratched the idea they had before and decided to go with much bigger and open worlds with multiple objectives to change the formula up a bit. Also due to some hardware limitations to have less levels. But designing a 3D platformer is no easy task. Coming from 2D platformers beforehand, filling a 3D environment is a lot tougher than filling a 2D plane. You ever build a Mario Maker level and open up to that blank canvas and think, uh-oh, I have no idea what to put here? Well, add an extra access to that and try to do it again. But not only do you have to figure out the 3D environment, but you also have to make a moveset that works in a 3D plane. The moveset might be just as important as the level design. If your character isn't fun to play, the levels aren't going to be enjoyable at all. Despite the difficulties of hardware limitations, changing from 2D to 3D, creating a moveset, and making a character that fits in the environment, back in 1996, Nintendo did the unthinkable and pulled a Nintendo and created a masterpiece, Super Mario 64. Super Mario 64 was and always has been an influential step in the platforming history. Super Mario 64 is a 3D platformer where you play as our favorite little plumber, Mario, and embark on a quest to save Princess Peach, who's locked somewhere within her own castle walls. By collecting Power Stars to unlock new areas, Mario travels through Peach's castle. Each level is accessed by a painting somewhere in Peach's castle. Once you jump into a painting, you get the option of multiple Power Stars to choose from. Then you're thrown directly into a 3D level of goodness, where you'll not only run, jump, but now somersault, ground pound, long jump, and even more, just to find that Power Star to save that princess. This game only takes place in one castle, so Toad here can't tell you that the princess is in another castle. He's on my socks. Well, as per usual, now that we got the history out of the way, just like in Mario Party 1, let's kill our N64 analog sticks and get right into the review. Super Mario 64 was the first 3D platformer in the Mario series, which means the developers had a whole lot of ideas and plans going into it. With that, 64 was home to some of the best locations and environments in the Mario series. Not only that, but it introduces the iconic Princess Peach's castle. In there, you go from room to room exploring the entirety of her castle, jumping into different paintings bringing you to iconic levels like Bob-omb Battlefield, Cool Mountain, Jolly Roger Bay, Shifting Sandland, Lethal Lava Land, Whomp's Fortress, and so much more. I love the iconic locations from Mario 64. With great locations, you need a good moveset to have fun exploring them, and I don't have to tell you a whole lot, but Mario always controls wonderfully, and 64 is no exception. This time we get introduced to now classics like backward somersault, the wonderful triple jump, and most importantly, the long jump. We're going to talk about the long jump just a little bit more, just not right now. But the moveset feels perfect. Some of the moves I haven't even talked about yet, but I love this moveset and it feels tailor-made for these wonderful environments. And when you've got a character that's just simply fun to play, you know it's going to be a great game ahead of you. Mario 64 features a couple more iconic power-ups like the Metal Cap, the Wing Cap, and the Vanish Cap. All of these are great power-ups on their own, but we'll start with the Wing Cap. The Wing Cap lets you glide through the sky, and along with it comes a groovy little theme. Then we get to the Metal Cap. The Metal Cap also plays a groovy little theme while making you invincible to enemies and poison, but at the same time makes you sink in water levels, making water levels feel a bit more different. Instead of swimming, you're walking on the sea floor. Then we get to the Vanish Cap, and the Vanish Cap lets you run through mirrors, cages, and ice. And I mean, it's not my favorite of the three, but it makes for some neat little sections. Remember earlier when I brought up the long jump and said it would be important later? Yeah, well, Mario 64 has been out for over 20 years, and people have found tons and tons and tons and tons of exploits. I cannot stress you enough how many they've found. You can clip through certain walls, ceilings, and stuff like that. These exploits make it possible to beat the game in under 10 minutes, and it's all thanks to the BLJ. What is the BLJ, you might ask? The BLJ is the backwards long jump. It's simply a magical tool that is used to exploit and break through invisible walls and stuff like that. To perform the backwards long jump, you have to start with a normal long jump, then pull back, and keep long jumping in the opposite direction of your first long jump, and Mario will constantly pick up speed if you clip into a certain wall, and then eventually he'll just catapult in that direction, making it possible to launch through certain castle walls and stuff like that, making the game a lot faster for speedrunners. Then we have the wonderful rumors of Mario 64. Super Mario 64, along with most other older games, always had some sort of mystery surrounding them, and this platformer was no exception, with the biggest rumor of an extra player, which would be none other than Luigi, of course. The rumor was, in the back of the castle, you can find Princess Peach's fountain and what looks like gibberish on it, but some fans made it out to say L is real, 2401. But honestly, if you look at it hard enough, it could be anything. But anyway, the rumor behind that was if you collected 2,401 coin, Luigi would appear as a playable character.
I'm a Luigi.
But many years down the
#1.
line, it was mentioned that it was a multiplayer version that did in fact exist. Luigi was in the game, but was scrapped from the final game for who knows what reason. It may have just been a rumor, but it was always fun to think about what could have been. Now with all that said and done, we do have to address one major issue. The camera. It wouldn't be a Mario 64 review if I didn't bring it up. Now, I hear a lot of things, a lot of terrible things about the camera in Mario 64, and in my opinion, it's okay. It's nothing amazing. It does the job. It's not bad, but it's okay. Other than that, Super Mario 64 has left quite the legacy in the gaming industry. But the question I keep hearing nowadays is, does Mario 64 still hold up nowadays compared to other games? Now come on, is that even a real question? Of course it holds up! It's Mario 64! Now I get where you're coming from, this game is over 20 years old, but with one remake for the DS, the original version of the game still holds up real strong. I can still go back, play it, and enjoy it. Now, not every star may be the most enjoyable, but overall, I much rather prefer going back to this than Sunshine. No offense, little buddy. Excluding my little joke there, in my opinion, as long as you can have fun with the game, it still holds up. As long as it functions and you can have fun, it holds up. So say you like Mario Sunshine and you want to go back and play it and you think it holds up, then it probably does. It's just to different people, it's different things. But in my opinion, 64 holds up strong. I can't forget to mention the secrets this game holds. Mario 64 is loaded with secret areas and secret stars. Imagine being the first guy to collect 100 coins and getting a star for it. Or all the power-up buttons, like when you look at the ceiling and enter a level, or when you find the cave with the metal cap. It's perfectly executed and I love it. Oh, and this is completely off topic. Kinda, but I figured because I'm talking about Super Mario 64, I should tell you why it's trending recently. And that's because a copy of Super Mario 64 just sold for $1.56 million. Goodness gracious, that's a lot. Sorry, that was off topic, but I figured I better talk about why Mario 64 is trending recently. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I could talk about Mario 64 all day, and it's not even because it's my favorite Mario game, because it's not my favorite Mario game. It's because Mario 64 is so very influential and important to the platforming industry, and I love platformers. They're my favorite type of video game, and that's why Mario 64 holds a very special place in my heart. And not only that, is it's so much fun to look back at its development history, the little areas that are designed and secrets in it, and all the rumors and stuff like that. Super Mario 64 is truly a beautiful masterpiece, and I love it to death. It may not be my favorite, but it is one of the coolest bits of Mario history. Woo! Originally, earlier today, I was terrified of the Z-axis, but after playing Mario 64, that is completely gone. I'm completely fine with the Z-axis. That's great, buddy. It sure is. I think I'm a little scared of 2 dimensions now. I don't think I want to return to that. Then you probably shouldn't look behind your self-portrait back there. What? Why? Why wouldn't I want to... You okay, buddy? Ah! Wait, don't leave yet. I have a little bit left. Completely unrelated to Mario 64, but I hope you like it. Has Super Smash Bros. DLC Packs 1 and 2 been not enough hype for you recently? Has the fun of the third-party characters died out? Is Super Smash Bros. Hype dying? If you answered yes to either of those, you're probably right. And I know exactly why. The exact perfect character hasn't released yet. So I've been thinking all day and all night, who could we release? Could it be the most wanted Geno from Super Mario RPG to anybody else that everybody knows most wants? No, it's not. I figured out the perfect character that everyone's going to be happy with. I'm going to join the battle.